think we're up. We're gonna do a thing. That's not what I want to click. Nobody wants to look at my face any bigger than they have to. We are gonna play my space game a little bit more. See what we can figure out about making our base look a little nicer. And we do have to go to that broadcast tower that we ran away from because I found valuables at that crash trader yesterday. So that's our current plan once we wait for this to load in. Talk to a guy on a radio, and then continue building our house. Or maybe since we're not rolling in cash, another possible idea, we could jump into a different system, because we've been hanging out in ours a lot, and we can go see if there's anything interesting we can find and collect and sell. Actually, that sounds like the more interesting idea to me, to jump around and check out other systems. We are not in any rush whatsoever to talk to Artemis on that broadcaster, and we don't need to rush through building that little wooden hut that I want to build, but I'm not gonna spend forever at anyway, so we'll just have to see once we load in. Of course, it doesn't like when I play the game and stream the game at the same time, so it takes forever to load in. There we go. There we go. Let's see, we got fuel. Hyperdrive has a bit of fuel, but we'll top it off. Launch thruster, doesn't matter, we're at a space station, so it doesn't take fuel to launch. Let's see. Do I have my... Yes, I have my refiner, so I don't need to return to the base for that.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Huh. What did we find? Where'd it go? Right here. Alright, let's go see what we found. I've got no idea what we found. New system here. My volume is a little uncomfortably loud for me. Let's turn that down just a smidge. What do we got here? Incandescent planet. Probably not anything interesting there that I want to look for. Well, that's gonna be one of those dead, low gravity planets. Do I have enough fuel and... Whoops. Do I have enough fuel to jump again in my hyperdrive?
Alert. Navigational data received.
Yes, I know. We are going there. Yeah, I see it. And the question is if I can jump that. Alright, so we can jump there. Let's jump again. And there's a black hole. Nothing interesting in that planet. What we have here. Salvageable scrap can actually end up valuable. But we're gonna jump through that black hole too. I just want to waste some time on this planet and check it out. We could find some money here. Be a little bit of a distance though. We got a structure here in front of us that we're coming in for. Guess we will see what we got. Looks like it could be a trade station. Yeah, it's a trade station. Probably not anything I want to trade for at the trade station, but oh, this is. I was gonna park here because you don't need fuel to launch from one of these, but we are in a massive crater. So I don't think we can just walk out. Technology module. Yep. Not so great of a spot to land as I thought it would be. We are just in a big hole and it's dark so you can't see. Very mountainous area. I wonder if the whole planet is like this or if it's just this local area. So we'll tip ourselves upward, get into some thinner air, get some speed, and we will see if we can find a more agreeable landing zone. Is it trying to level out here? Is it just not generated? No, it's just not generated. The land is coming up. I guess we can deal with some mountains as long as we're not in a crater like the space station. That would make exploration a little trickier. It right here. And let's see what we've got on this place. Got a sentinel, that's a start. I don't know if I'm just at systems where they show up more often, or if they just show up more often in general, because I'm playing Permadeath and that makes it a little more annoying. probably makes it a little more annoying, to be real here. Trading post an hour away, that's probably the one we found. There we go, we've got a salvage container over here. Ow. Getting wildlife and animals, or plants, sorry, can do more damage in permadeath. Let's find what we need. And let's hope one of those corrupted sentinels doesn't break out and try and shoot at us. 'Cause our shields probably aren't going to take it. Actually, knowing that and knowing we don't have decent shield or weaponry stuff, I'm starting to think it might not even be a good idea to take the risk. Like, we have a mining beam and a terrain manipulator. I wouldn't even be able to defend myself if this thing went for us. And this is one of those big 5-segment ones, so mathematically more likely to trip off a sentinel defense. Oh, what the hell, if it looks bad, we'll... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That hurts, that hurts, that hurts. Let's clear off. Yeah, that thing doesn't work. I need more firepower than that. Are they still coming, or are they just looking? Yeah. Since if I die, it's all gone. I think I'm not going to go after salvage scrap without weapons and shields to protect myself. I don't want that many sentinels going after me. But we do have a black hole we can go through. Where is that? Where did I see that at? Oh, here it is, right here, this little dot. Let's aim at that. Of course. Hostile scan. Found my gold. Alright, so we know the drill. We just got to hold the boost button and not let them get close enough to shoot at us until they give up and we pick up speed again. And when we pick up speed, we can jump. There we go. We are going to aim for this black hole. So it's down a bit, so we're aiming more at it. Fun part is, if I remember right, I think something breaks on your ship every time you go through here. So we could end up basically anywhere in the solar system, or in the interstellar system. Right now, I can find my finger. Right here, you can see there's a little tiny circle right here. About 100, we're about 719,000 light years from the core. We could end up basically anywhere once we go through this. Actually, I don't think basically anywhere. I think they're chained to specific ones, but since I don't know where this goes, we could end up anywhere. Who knows what we will find. Conflict level belligerent does not look promising to me. We traveled 1 million light years. And we are way up in the top right corner now. And technically speaking, we are a lot of light years closer to the core. We went from like 719,000 to 713,000. So we are a lot of light years closer, but we're farther away. And it's gonna be a while to figure out. It's gonna be a while to get there, that's why we're not trying to get there. Well, let's see what we got. Aggressive sentinels, we're not going there. What we got here? Super critical uranium, so it's probably poisonous. Or radioactive, sorry. Ancient bones here. Could be some valuable ancient bones we could find. Like, and you know, here we're just archaeology basically. We're just digging up dead bones in the ground. We're not going to be shot at by sentinels protecting cases of items. But if we want to make some cash, bones could be a good way to do it. I've seen bones that went for just a couple $1,000. I've seen bones that have gone for a couple $1,000,000, so with luck we'll have a good stretch of hits and make a little bit of cash here. We can work on getting rid of this little red bucket that we've got and get something with more capacity and more firepower. You're a little late, guy. I'm on the planet already. Let's touch down. External radiation 5.2. Is that bad or is that okay? Planet-wide radiation storms. That part sounds a little bad. What we got here? Subterranean relic. Natural burial site over there. Get one any closer by any shot. Oh yeah, we got one closer over here. We can go pick that up real fast. Terrain manipulator out. Oh, we have another one right here too. We got two basically side by side. Ancient bone. What is that? So that one's not the most valuable thing ever. What are you? Killer skeletal fragments. It's a little more valuable.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah. I need to go back to my ship to get the other one in range that we saw. I'm not seeing it from where we're standing. We'll also sit in our ship for just a moment so we can freely recharge our protection. Look at that weird little thing. Let's put these on the ship. I don't want them in my inventory. Let that build back up. Do have a couple of starship fuels, so knowing there's radiation on this planet, we could theoretically launch a couple of times if there's a radioactive cell like that. Not enough fuel. Recharge. And we'll move the ship a little closer to this burial site. Once the weather's clear, we can scan with our scanner and get out and see if there are any in walking distance. The idea is I kind of want to stay close to the ship if this is a planet with dangerous storms like this. So we're just going to have to sit and hold up for a moment because it's twice as radioactive out there as before now, according to our little center scanner there. Interesting little critter over here. Like really big tusks, but really tiny back legs. Big fat front legs. That's what I was talking about in that stream the other day when I said, like, this thing doesn't look substantially different than that up there or things we've seen on other planets, but it's got like big tusks and smaller back legs. Like they just like change random things and say, oh, technically it's a different animal now, which I guess it is, but it still looks the same. A bunch of sodium here, left and right of my screen right there. The camera would stop resetting on me. The storm's lasting quite a little bit. I don't want to sit here too long, but I don't want to get out and walk around unnecessarily. What are all the glowy things in the distance? Kinda want to use my binoculars and see if I can see what the glowy things are after this clears out a bit. There we go. So we'll give it just a moment to drop down and clear out a little bit more, and once it starts to look a little better out, we'll take a look. If they are anything, I'm too far away to see it. What's that? Subterranean relic. Oh, we got some more burial sites over here. You guys are killing me, you know that? Go away. Or, you know what? Follow me over here. Look at me over here. And let me dig out my bones. Those bones. I want these bones really fast. Let's see what we got. 86, 97, 85. Not really making a lot on the bones we're finding. I mean, not often, sometimes you can make a decent pay. And that's what makes it worth it to me. Do I have navigation data? Okay, I do have... I have a couple of navigation data, so... I should be able to just summon my ship, actually, if I go this way and we get into a storm. I have enough sodium that it would suck and use a lot of it, but I could keep my suit running long enough to get my ship to me if we're gonna drift a couple 100 meters away. This thing's quite a ways away. Got yet another sentinel interested in us. I guess we are on a system where it said the sentinel presence was belligerent, so there are gonna be more sentinels, and sometimes they're not gonna be afraid to be a little more aggressive. Yeah, I know. So let's snag that, every little bit helps. Got several bones over here, it looks like. Take that. Take that. Take that. Oh shit. Inventory full. What we got? 65, 70. Yeah, we're not making a whole lot of money here. Well, I don't need the silica powder. That can go. That one's for 68 over there. Rare item found. What are you? There we go, that's a little more valuable. I think I'm going to call my ship over here with one of those navigation datas though, simply because we have to clear our inventory a little. So let's sit in here, give that a chance to charge up a bit. And how much space do I have? My space on this ship is basically non-existent. But you know what? I don't want the platinum, I don't want the gold. This sodium I'm going to hold on to. Tritium I need to hold on to for the pulse engine. But we can move some of these off to the starship. And we can do one more little look-see by the look of it. See if there's anything nearby. Alright, that one is a little farther away. I'm just gonna fly the ship over there. After I recharge the ship. This is why I need one of those rechargers. On my regular save that I normally play, fuel is not an issue for me because all my primary ships have really good recharge units on them. So I don't need to worry about it. Alright, I guess we're gonna sit tight for just another little bit while this storm runs through, but after we do this, we're gonna take, after we grab the bones that we're gonna be sitting on, we're gonna take what we can get and get out of here. Because our inventory's full and this little ship does not have that much room in it. And there's our external radiation counter going up, so it's starting to get gross out. Just out of curiosity, how quickly is critical exposure on the scanner? Way bad. We are like 30 seconds from critical exposure. Actually, this could work. We could just do it underground like this. There's nothing wrong with being in a cave like this. What we got? What we got? 100,000. Almost 100, almost 100, so... yeah, I guess we stand to make several $100s, so that's not too bad. Just gotta get out of here now. Make our way back to the space station and sell off our loot. Hope nobody wants to scan us while we've got a lot of valuables on here. Sounds like a fleet of freighters is coming into the area. Let's go hit the trade center. Let's see how much we're gonna get off what we got. maybe a better ship isn't too far out of the question someday. Let's sell. Don't want those. Switch to our starship inventory. Sell that. Sell that. Oh nice, we're up to 3.3 million. So I guess we made a little more cash than I thought with all that stuff that we got. Shuttle here, guy wants 850 for 20 plus 5 tech slots. We got 15 plus 4, so actually if we sell the ship, no, he's taking off on us. He jumped in his thing. I was gonna say if we sell our $500,000 ship, that comes out to only a couple $100,000 we actually owe the guy. We got here. Oh, that's a little out of our price range. That is a really cool ship, but damage potential is 75. Shield strength 165. But it's like 15 slots. That's 15 slots. But this is 2 slots dedicated to just tech, and this is 4. So even though that looks cool, that's not even worth it to me. We got something else on the way in though. It looks like a hauler class. It's probably going to be expensive. Yeah. As nice as it is, English, as nice as it is to have a lot of storage space like that, haulers aren't cheap. If I could find a nice shuttle class, that could be nice to have. We'll go to our, I think this is our system. We'll just go to our space station and look around. And then after almost an hour of not talking to Artemis, we'll talk to Artemis and do some story stuff. Sorry, I'm yawning over here. I don't know why I feel tired. Let's give it a moment and see if any ships want to start swinging in our way. Because really, there's a lot of stuff I want to have. Like, I need a decent bit of sodium. I like to carry this around instead of using resources to rebuild it all the time. I need stuff like antimatter. I need these for my life support. Like, I am really limited by space here. We just need something cool looking to come in. 24 slots plus 7 on that shuttle. 31 plus 9, but that's 10 million bucks. 16 plus 3. 19 plus 4. But that is a fighter, so I mean we can fight with that. More damage potential, I don't know what that means, but it ain't gonna be cheap. It doesn't get us quite so many. Actually, this is probably better because we, like, that second line says shuttle and then B24 plus 7. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, looking at my screen, you can see that. It's got 24 inventory slots, and then that other tab where it says technology, it's got 7 of those. So if we look, like, if we move the tech over here, oh nice, this is even more worth it to me now, because it's also got efficient thrusters, and it's got a nice S-Class launch system recharger, which I've been saying I want anyway. So if we slip some of this stuff over to here, that frees up space, and we have all these slots right now we can use to hold stuff. So what does he want? We can buy it outright, but I think we're going to keep our stuff, and we'll just exchange the red bucket here to get this. Now we no longer own this little ship over here. We own this shuttle right here. Nice little look around. A spaceship has analog steam gauges, okay. I'll see, we've got little fans to circulate the air, how kind of them. But yeah, like I was saying, how many slots do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 7 slots right now, so we can easily, if we slip all of these over, move this over, move this over, move this over, instead of our little 15 slot ship, we've ended up with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Instead of 15 slots, we've ended up with 24 slots because we had so much space. We could move all this over. And right here, this is what I kept saying I really wanted for that little red bucket before we decided to get rid of it. Photovoltaic panels are fitted to the starship's launch thrusters for a slow trickle of charge while the ship's not in operation. Harvested light is used to fuse dihydrogen over time and refuel the thrusters. And we have our efficient thrusters anyway, so when our ship is parked, it's passively recharging, which is good. That freighter's stuck in the space anomaly. You want me to move that for you, bud? Where's our broadcaster? Wait, what? Oh, I have a full pulse engine. I might be too close to this big fleet of ships, actually. That's probably the issue here. So if we just fly past them a little ways, we can clear that. Hey, how's it going, man? We are playing my favorite space game right now. We just bought a nice shuttle, and we are on the way to talk to this guy. need to bring her in for a landing. There's our big fucker we looked at last time around. Life support's getting a little shitty. Let's throw another gel capsule in there. Up and away. Yeah, it kind of sucked on the launch. I mean, I was disappointed it wasn't as great as they said it would be on the launch. But in its own way, it was still fun to me. But since instead of just cashing our money and bouncing out, they did put effort into it, and I think they made it more. I think they made it fun now, and I enjoy playing it. I don't play it all the time. Sometimes I'll go a couple of months, almost a year without playing it, but when I do play it, I always have fun playing it. Wait, what are we doing? Next is activate records. Access logs. Okay, I see. Yeah, I mostly free roam on this game. I don't really... Actually, I've never finished the story stuff. So we're trying Permadeath just to make it more hard, because I want to. It's easy on normal, and then we're gonna try and do the story too. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm real. It's easy to create a better reality when you have to. It might be a dream. I'm sorry. Cut the speaker from my exosuit. Okay, who are you? Traveler of worlds. What do they mean? Don't respond with speech, they transmit a vision. Alright, well, thanks for popping in and saying hi anyway. That's appreciated. Hope you have a good day, man. Let's see. Anomaly detected, designation traveler. Okay. It's haunted me since I woke. You must recognize it too. We are travelers, discoverers of worlds. From the moment you opened your eyes, you must have known you were not like the others. So did I. Before I became stranded, I was on a journey to Crackle to finally meet. Can't be a coincidence you found the signal. Do you have the log from the crashed ship? Yes. Much of my equipment is damaged. I'm alone on foot, stranded on a sunless world. I don't know how your signal is reaching me, but the ship you found, it belonged to me once. Perhaps there's hope after all. We need to work out where we both are. If you build signal boosters across this system, we should triangulate your position. Okay. So we need to make signal boosters, apparently. So we need sodium, carbon nanotubes, and metal plating. Alright, so we need a lot of fairy dust then. Guess we gotta triangulate our position, so I guess we need at least 3 signal boosters, and If we're trying to get a decent layout of this... Whoops. If we're trying to get a decent layout of the, trying to get a decent layout of the local stars, I kept getting distracted by that, sentinel worrying if I'd be shot at. I guess it kind of makes sense we'd want them on different planets too, probably, since we're talking comparing stars across who knows where the sky would be at in the galaxy. I mean, that sounds in my head like it makes sense to me. We should probably focus on putting a signal booster on a couple different planets. Oh, come on. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go away. Go away. Go away. That was stupid. Now they're gonna want to shoot at me. So just climb up and fly away. And we need trees anyway. And this planet does not look like it is ripe in trees. Actually, no, we don't need the trees at all. We can make 3 carbon nanotubes and 3 metal plates. Actually, we should be able to make signal boosters with what we have. We don't need to put a whole lot of thought into it. Okay, so I guess we'll land. I guess I've seen worse landing jobs, okay. Actually, different idea. It probably is stupid and it doesn't matter. But just because it sounds like in my head that would be the smart thing to do, we're going to find some high ground. Like this mountain over here, and we're going to put it on the mountain. I'm sure it absolutely doesn't matter at all, but it sounds like in my head that would make sense. To put a booster on high ground if we're trying to triangulate a position between planets. We'll just set up right here. And on this little peak right here, just off my 11 o'clock, looks like as good a spot as any. Let's put you right there. Let's use our signal booster. Triangulate position. Pick up the signal booster with her. Okay, so I didn't need to make 3 signal boosters, it turns out. Can I... Alright, I can pick them up and just use 1. Good thing I only made the 1, I guess. Where's my ship? Actually, I don't care. I'm gonna make 3 anyway. Let's just put that there and leave it. Maybe someday some player will end up here. I think because clearly I wasn't the first person to discover this system anyway, so maybe someday a player will see that signal booster and be like, "Heh, interesting." Or maybe not, maybe they won't even care. And statistically, there's a very good chance another player might not ever even see it. Many planets as there are in this system you could potentially end up at. And let's go to this planet and triangulate our position. Or does it want me to triangulate at specific sites? Oh, I see. It wants us triangulating our position at specific sites. I don't get to make up the sites. Alright, well, we're going this way then. Oh, grouchy Eskimo, if you were watching, you'd be proud of how much water I've drank in the stream instead of soda.
Hostile scan detected.
I don't care, I'm 2 seconds from atmosphere, go away. Oh gosh. Structure of some kind here. Which is fine, that means I can just land right here and I don't have to burn fuel on the liftoff.
Extreme Sentinel planet.
Yeah, I know, Extreme Sentinel Planet. Let me triangulate. Yes, voice, I know, Extreme Sentinel Planet. I just need to triangulate my position. And where's our...
Sentinel planet.
Shut up. I don't care about the Sentinel. I'll shoot the Sentinel. Where are we triangulating at next? Over here. And where is over here? Oh, on the acid ancient bones planet. Oh, while we're here, we can look for some more ancient bones. Initiate landing sequence. Where are we at? Put a signal booster down. Activate it. Navigation online. Blah 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 blah. Triangulate position.
Toxic protection. Void.
Return to space to contact Artemis. Alright, let's head into space. When I first reached out to the heavens, I had no idea what to expect. The beauty, the mystery, the adventure, the danger. And here we are, aren't we? Go to a holo terminus, upload your data, let's find each other. Alright, let's scan our surroundings like the prompt says. Holo terminus detected. There's our indicator thingy. Let's go way over. I don't want to target that, I want to target the holo terminus. are back on this planet. I think we're back near the same terminal we were at, actually. Let's climb up and talk to Mr. Artemis there. Let's talk to Artemis. See what he has to say. Okay, hollow terminus activated. Whoops, no, I didn't want to click leave, I wanted to click activate the arrow, but the stick was just touchy. Activate. Signal detected. Artemis. Have you triangulated your position? Let me know when you're ready to receive some data. Confirm we have. Excellent, we're getting somewhere. Hold on, I'll just... Artemis translates some data of their own. A star chart showing the skies around their location. I don't have equipment. I don't know where I am. I don't even know how long I've been here, so I've taken an old-fashioned approach. I've sketched the stars. If you visit a space station, you should find plenty of locals able to match our star patterns. My ship was nearby, so we can't be far apart. I'll patch my translator through so you can understand what they're saying. You need to calibrate it first. That should only take a few words. Good luck. Maybe I'll see you soon. Automatic translation device. Device must be calibrated by preloading with existing data. Device must have a network connection to Artemis to function. Without access to host translation service, onboard circuit allows limited real-time translation of a small number of words. Only a microprocessor and 100 copper. Is there a copper deposit nearby? What is that? Magnetized ferrite? No. Oh, that's another one of those cool little glitchy thingies. Magnetized ferrite. Gold. Yeah, we don't have any nearby. We have to relocate. Oh, whoops. I didn't even see that. But I am going to do it on purpose with my jetpack, so we can descend faster. Save the game. I don't know why we put the effort into doing that. I mean, if we die, we're dead. Let's see. Where's the igloo planet? Let's just swing ourselves around and get sick until we find it. Because I think there's copper on the igloo planet for sure. So let's jump towards Grouchy's igloo. Bring news of Artemis to Nada in space, summon the anomaly. Okay, if that's what it's telling us to do, we're gonna go visit Nada real fast. And then we'll work on our translator. That's a neat ship, this white and gold one right here. I like that. Some of those exotic ones that are really hard to find. Here. Okay, up here we're gonna take a shortcut. I'm not gonna walk the ramp up all the way that time. Priest entity Nada. Nada saw a signal, traveler friend. Did you connect with Artemis entity? Yeah, we did. Artemis friend wishes to meet other travelers, but they have... It seems Artemis friend has forgotten Nada. Curious. It's good to help this entity, traveler friend, but Nada advises caution. Who is Artemis? Artemis entity is a traveler entity, one like you. Nada had made them safe. They were known to Nada. This entity may be Artemis entity, but a different iteration, another way for Artemis entity to be. Or fraud. The universe does not like our home. We do not acknowledge their rules and they would punish us. Okay. And we got Quicksilver. Let's see, are the people gonna give us nanites? I don't actually think we even discovered much with our scanner, so we might not even get anything. Alright, so we got a little bit of nanites there. I definitely don't think we scanned any plants or animals though, so... Oh, this time you just want planet data. We have visited planets though, so... We can give you that, Groot. For fuck all in nanites. I mean, we got some nanites. But now that I have Quicksilver, there's a Quicksilver guy right here that I've spoken to before. But I didn't have any to begin with. Milestone accomplished. What's our milestone? 25,000 units traveled. Let's see. Great exotic items from Quicksilver. What do we get? Oh, we need a lot of Quicksilver. We need a lot of Quicksilver. But what could we hypothetically get if we end up with more? That's kind of what I'm interested in. Face building, gestures, appearances. You do have an Artemis bobblehead? That's interesting. Alright, these are kind of neat. Oh, those are cool. I really like these armored pieces here. Huh. Well, I have to look into how to get Quicksilver. Or maybe just talking to Nada will just always give me Quicksilver. I don't know. But that is interesting. And now that I see there's cool stuff to get, I kind of want to get the cool stuff. Man, my emails have exploded. What happened? Why do I have 11 unread emails? Log, alone amidst the stars. So we need to speak to alien life forms. Don't we have to create our yeah, we have to create this yet still, so we need our microprocessors and copper. Whoop. Crashing into stuff. Where's our nearest planet to us? It'll be this one that we were warping towards anyway, so...
Hostile scan detected. Warning.
Yeah, they're gonna snag us here in a moment.
Hostile ship celebration.
I'm not worried, same drill as before, we just gotta go fast. Straight line, they ain't gonna catch up with us. Here we go, here's our little shanty. We need to make it a little less blocky at some point, maybe throw some windows in. This is kind of ugly right now. But this is just the main core of the structure. We'll make it look nicer in due time. We have copper nearby by any shot. Let's see. Copper deposit over there. Just on the opposite side of the water, so we're gonna lift off and just go over there. Like so. Swimming will take too long. I feel like this is the entire deposit because it's got the water in the way. As long as we have 100 copper. No, we got 8. We went through all that for 8 copper. So we need a different deposit. Silver deposit. Silver deposit. Guess we'll scan the birds just because they're there. Oh, give us credit for nanite people at the anomaly. A lot of birds around here. And what are you? A fish. And you are the Sentinel. Yeah, we've got to move. There's no copper nearby. So we'll just pop our way this way a little bit. Luckily, because we have our recharger now and it's an S class, looks like we're not going through fuel too quickly, which is always, always, always a good thing. Buried mineral formation. What is that? Well, I guess I don't really care what that is. I care if there's some fucking copper around. And there's the, well, we scanned whatever the spinny things are. What's that? Dioxide. So there's copper on this planet. We found copper before. We're just not having any luck actually landing near a copper deposit is the problem. Let's set her down on the beach over here and see if we can find anything. Buried tech modules, knowledge stones, damaged machinery. Oxide. There's not any copper nearby. Oh, I guess we used up all our fuel. Doing all of these really short hops. Try and get in. I think I need a brief. Yeah, I need a brief break to step up and use the bathroom and whatever. So, it's like click the wrong thing. I want to go, not the game. I want to go to this, and I'll be back soon. Okay, let's do another half hour-ish of No Man's Sky, and we'll probably end at about the 2 hour mark. Not enough fuel because I paused the game, so my recharger didn't even recharge. So that means we're gonna have to scan and find some fuel to put some fuel in here ourselves.
Thermal protection falling.
How much dihydrogen do I have on hand? Oh, I think I have enough dihydrogen on hand actually, so we can just fill it. Let's get in our ship. Let's actually put the fuel in the ship, not just try and launch when we don't even have gas. And we'll land over on this shore and see if we can find some copper. Silver deposit nearby.
Protection falling.
Copper deposit. And because I have the fuel to spare and I'm lazy, we're just gonna fly over to the copper deposit. Get out our terrain manipulator. And let's start cutting the stuff out of the ground. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. We can put some copper in. And we need a microprocessor. I'm not sure offhand. Can I fabricate those or do I need to buy them? Looks like I need to buy a microprocessor. Which is fine, we need to talk to aliens to calibrate our device anyway, so if we have to go to the space station for a microprocessor, we'll be there to chat with aliens and calibrate it while we're there anyway. Let's pop up into space, aim for our space station, and that's where we need to head. Object of interest. Oh, it's just a trader. I don't care about that. That's not an object of interest to me. Oh, there's the radiant pillar, so whoever we traded ships with hasn't taken off with it yet. Let's go get our microprocessor.
Product received.
Alright. We have that installed. Speak with aliens to learn their dialect, learn words. Alright, let's talk to you. Warrior greets me. Request dialect help. Teach me a word of your language, okay? Let's see. Learn words from alien life forms. Alright. Request dialect help. There you go, I learned a word of their language. I don't know if it matters what words I learn. You didn't actually teach me anything. Okay, let's talk to you. It doesn't say I visited you before. I can warrior help pathetic. Something interloper. At least we're starting to learn some words. Alright. You're 66% calibrated now, so maybe one more word will do it. Milestone accomplished. What do we do? We learned 8 words, okay. I've already learned from you. Request dialect help for a word. We learned give. Objective complete. Calibrated the translator. Okay. You're gonna tell me what we do. Find a life form to ask about your location. Alright. Can you tell us about our location? I don't see anything about the location. Can you tell me about our location? No. Will you tell me about our location? I think the guy beat me up for trying to talk to him badly. My shield's gone and my health is at like the last little notch before it goes now. I am very close to death until my health and shield recharges. Alright, so there's the shield back. A life form to ask about my location though. Who's gonna do that here? I don't suppose you will ya? No. Will you? Will you tell me? No. I said I've visited you already. Put this guy over here. Yeah, this isn't working out. I wonder if there's somebody off planet we can ask about. Oh, here we go. We actually we have a place we should have been going to do this. So hopefully, if we go here, we can learn our any fuel. All right, there we go. Hopefully, if we go here, we can learn what we need to learn. Trade station. Let's land it here. All those ships just went kamikaze, like nosedive into the ground, if anyone noticed. Alright, so here's a guy with a marker on him. I guess he's who we have to talk to. It's a little honor if I cannot run impressed. Through the garble of the translator, it's clear I'm yet to make an impact. I need to improve my reputation. These are standing at mission boards on space stations. So I have to go back and do missions. I said I wanted to keep this stream under 2 hours, and this is looking like we're getting into a whole different can of worms here for now, so I am just gonna let the game save. And we are gonna shut it off. And we'll figure this out in the future. Probably Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, I reckon. I'm not gonna be streaming over the weekend, so we'll just call it here with what we've got. We've made some decent progress so far, I think. And I'll get back to you guys in the future with a little bit more of this game, or maybe a different game if I decide on the day I want to play something different. Honestly, I don't know what I want to play until I decide to start the stream, and then I say, oh, that sounds like fun to play. So I'll catch you guys later.